capital, USA. It is 42 degrees right now, and it's raining.
42 degrees, and there's a huge storm coming your way, from what I hear. What are we having this evening? Never mind. Water? That's right.
Yes. Why wouldn't it be water? It's just flavored water. Tropical flavored water.
Hey, thanks everybody. When you get a moment, if you could share the live, we'd appreciate it. Tap his
Tappity tap
Tony's
tap tap.
live hat.
Tap right
I
on
am
the nose.
I'm Rab. If you don't know Rab, I go by WT Barry. What in the bariatric is going on around here as far as regarding surgery? That's where that came from. I had the RNY surgery, 5/19/23 of last year. I'm just about 10 months, and I can't believe that year is creeping in on me, Tony. Who are you? What are you? And what surgery did you have, Tony?
All right. Well, my name is not Bari Male Experience.
Yeah,
We are Bari Male Experience.
that's right.
My name is Tony D, and I am 13 months out post-op VSG.
13 months post-op VSG. Um, please share the live, tap the
I'm
white
doing a lot of
hat,
porn.
and do not forget to tune in every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific to join our sister chat VSG Bestie with Talk Barry to Me. And then on Monday nights, don't forget to tune in for Barry Unfiltered with Kate and Anna at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time as the bus, just a different day. That will be on Mondays. Taco Tuesday, obviously, you have the Bari Male Experience. Wednesday night, you have the Barry Sisters at 5:30 Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Mountain, 6:30 p.m. Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays with various
That's our
sisters.
side of the country.
And also at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join the waiting table on TikTok for what is it? Happy hour
8:30, it's
on
happy
TikTok.
hour, but
Yeah,
it's a
and
happy
then
half hour.
a happy half hour.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be talking NSVs on TikTok. And then at 9 o'clock, we get to join the waiting table tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Can you believe this, man? Hey, if we're going to talk NSVs tonight, right now, Tony, I would have to say, freaking, we're going to join the waiting table tomorrow, man.
There's an NSV right there.
Do you have any idea? I was thinking about that today, during my trip. I was like, man, I kept watching that promo over and over again about, and then
That
I
was really
saw our
cool.
picture up there with them, and I was like, man, that shit means a lot, man. It's awesome. Because they were there, like they've been there for me
They're
for,
OG. They're OGs
yeah,
basically.
yeah. To me, they
But
are. For me, that's what that it just. I can't. Everybody's got their own little journey, but for me, the waiting table is my shit. So
so, and when I picture waiting table, the first time I ever saw waiting table, I saw them when Shar and Anna was still doing very intentional,
mm,
and I go back and I look, and then I see them at JBY. You see them with their awards, and you're like, it's almost like we've made it.
yeah,
So this is
yeah.
pretty cool, and I'm really excited, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we made it for what our intentions are anyway, and that's just to share
Yeah.
the experiences with some brothers, man, and just maybe reach one person and they need to, add us to their circle. That's all. And I think it's
When
just
did you
amazing.
turn into me?
Hey, man, I don't
See,
know.
see,
I'm
my
learning from
influence is
that.
finally working on you.
That's right. Learning from the best, man.
Well, now you're rubbing off on me because now I'm always talking about the opposite.
Hey, if any of you males in the comments, you want to come up and hang out with me and Tony tonight, don't hesitate to join us,
Yes,
man. Hit that
open
visit.
mail
We got a
panel tonight.
panel.
We are
Open
talking all things NSV.
all things NSDs.
All right.
So,
I'm going to take the sunglasses off because I'm blind as a bat and I can't read anything on this screen right now.
I couldn't see either, man. Claudio, what's up, brother? Bariatric bro,
Yeah,
how you doing,
bariatric
my
bro, how
man?
you doing, brother?
Straight up soldier out here. I mean, that thing with bariatric bro is an animal, man. I mean, that's a classic. If you were there, that was classic. That's all I got to say about that.
I was sitting at work watching the whole thing.
Hey, and right now, I'm glad you're better today, bro, man. I'm glad you're
That's
feeling well.
awesome,
But
man.
I can tell you right now, like, man, you got my wheels turning, man. You got my wheels turning because I know we're not supposed to compare, but if I were to compare my body type with someone that I know in this community, bro, it's you. So my eyes are watching. Seriously, I'm anxious to see the outcome of what you're going through, and I'm proud of you, man. You're holding it down, man. You're a straight up vet. We appreciate you, bro. Straight up, get better.
And we appreciate you documenting this because,
Yeah,
again, how many guys do you see actually document this part of their journey if they go through it?
he is
Because
paving the
this is good
way,
for me. Because
Claudia.
for all of you that don't know, I actually got my consultation scheduled for plastics last week. So I'm psyched about that. It's booked in January, which I was kind of expecting because we're really, really busy to begin with. But it's there, the data's set, and now I can work towards something. And I'll see where I'm at, this come January.
Hey, Christina, how you doing? Very cousin, welcome. I'm glad you caught up to us too. D Cortez, we see you. Thank you for all your likes and all your support in the community. It's much appreciated. You're always there.
Thank you, Daisy.
Oh, Bariatric Society, what do they got going on in November, Tony? November 7th, we're pulling for 100 men.
Yes, we are. We're going for 100 men for the bariatric retreat out in San Diego at Paradise Point Resort. And
Hell yeah.
if you click the link in our bio, we have a code. And what is that code, my friend?
BME, $25 off the head price. Come hang out with us. 100 men. If you can't make it, spread the word. And please, please take a moment and go on the YT. You come
Click and
out and hang out
subscribe,
with me and
please.
Tony. Every episode you miss is being uploaded. Come hang out with us. We're chilling over there too, hanging out. But yeah, I'm in Jamaica. That's an NSV. I feel awesome. I feel amazing. I'm glad to be here with you, Tony, tonight. It was awesome to see you last night. Yet that's another NSV. Everything like, and man, just being able to accomplish things without the scale, right? NSVs, and that was awesome to see you last night. Spend time with you. What's good, Jason? Welcome, man. Y'all coming up on the live? You want to come hang out with us in the chat, talk about NSVs, Tony? You had any late NSVs lately?
So one of my NSVs, and I think I talked about this. I made a post about this, I want to say at least 5 or 6 months ago. And I want to say it was like probably right before, actually, you've only been doing it. It's probably closer to 4 or 5 months. I made a post about when NSVs stop being NSVs, but I kind of found a new one. So everyone knows I'm always on the stairs. I do an accountability video every single day, so that's my daily reminder that to get your steps in. And I'm always on the stairs at work. So I want to say it wasn't last week; it was the week before. So about 2 weeks ago, I'm on the stairs. I hit a new personal best. I climbed 51 floors
51 floors.
in a day.
That's awesome, man.
I mean, my personal best was 44 at that time, and I crushed that one. It just
But
happened to
how,
be that type of day, man. And I'm not
and you
going to say
felt,
that the next. Oh, I felt it the next day. My knee
yeah,
swelled up. It was like leg day at the gym. I felt it.
that's what's up, man. Good for you, man.
But
And
like,
then you're ready to do this daggone climb for a cause
yes,
on
climb for
April
cause.
21st.
And again, if you guys click the link in the bio, there's more details. So if you'd like to join Team BME while we're in Boston, um, we'd greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to donate towards the cause for trying to stop homelessness in Boston, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you just want to, if you guys want more information, or if you guys actually want to go out there and you don't want to walk the stairs, I believe there's still a code. If you put it in there, just code Fenway, and you could just sit in the stands and cheer people on as they're going up and down these stairs at Fenway Park.
Yeah, and then after we watch Tony, suffer walking up and down the steps with us together, that is, we're looking to have like a little mini meetup afterwards would be a great idea. So even if you're just coming to cheer us on or meeting up after the walk starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And
Yeah.
again, the whole thing about the walking and the stairs and stuff, and me wanting to have more bariatric people come out to this is to promote movement within the community. Always, just to promote like being, constantly moving, and whether it's getting your steps in, walking up the stairs, going for a walk outside, being on the treadmill, just to promote, motion. And that's just something, promote movement within the community. But if you're going to promote movement within the community, let's do it for a good cause. And what's not better than trying to stop homelessness?
Exactly. And meet up. We can hang out. I mean, we got a lot of people up in the northeastern sector that want to hang out and chill. I mean, make a lunch date out of it or work out or maybe accomplish an MSB of your own. I don't know. We out here creating memories. You got anybody requesting to come up yet? Where we at? Where the men at? They coming up to hang
Come
out
on,
and
where
give
we
us some
got?
NSV?
Come on,
Hey,
we want to hear all about the NSVs so far this year. We're 4 months into the year now. I want to know where we're all at.
hey, shout out to our moderators, Maria, VSG Bestie, and Regs Get Smaller. Much love to y'all. We appreciate y'all being here
You
and helping
guys,
us out.
you
Chat.
guys really keep us going. What's up, Jason?
What's good, fellas? We just wrapped the struggle bus in the community, in the Berry Nation community, and now I came to hang out with my fellas.
Hey, man, thanks for coming to hang out with us, man. Anytime, anytime.
Absolutely,
Brian, you coming up to hang out? I was thinking about you today, Brian. Come on up. Hey,
Ryan.
so an NSV for me today, I mean, they're the normal ones, right? They're being able to get on a plane and not taking up the whole seat and not unintentionally kind of scrunch your arms together because you don't want to touch anybody or feel like you're over, extending your boundaries. So I didn't have to feel that, and I didn't feel weak on a 4-hour flight for that. Um, I was able to take a sip of something and not, you know, dump over it. So that was a good feeling.
You did a show
Um,
last night.
yeah, that was awesome. Another NSV. I mean, my push-ups I do every day, but the main NSV, the biggest one out of all the ones are for me. Tony, I was thinking about this, and Jason, Brian, welcome, brother. Um, that the people in my circle, man, the people in my circle are my greatest accomplishment right now. My hugest NSV are the people that I've been able to meet on this platform, establish some friendships. And all right, Brian Mack, I know you're in another
Thank you,
time
brother.
zone, brother. Thank you. Just it just feels really good. Look, like Brian Mack. I mean, he's in freaking England over there. I think it's England
Scotland.
or Sweden or
Scotland.
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 Yeah, and he's here at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning right now to join us, man. I mean, it's stuff like that. Those NSVs are just irreplaceable. I mean, they're the memories that I make with you all, and for me, that's what's most important. How about you, Jason?
It's really the same. Like the thing for me I learned early on is, this surgery brings so many of us together that we never would have thought that we had, even had the option to meet, like you said, people from around the world. And getting to meet those people in person and be around people who just understand what you've been through, what you've gone through, without having to explain anything. Like, you don't have to explain why you're eating off of an appetizer saucer, or why the end of the table looks like, we call it the bariatric graveyard, because all the plates that weren't finished get tossed to the end of the plate, or
Mm,
into the table. So it's just those, being around people who just understand, because I always say it's the difference between sympathy and empathy. Your circle around you that hasn't had the surgery can, they can sympathize with you and say, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. That must be hard." That's things like that. But when you have somebody that's actually walked in your shoes, that's where empathy comes in, and they say, "I know what you've been through because I've been there with you. You're not alone. It's absolutely normal," because this is one of the most isolating things we can go through if we don't have a support system.
right.
And it's very hard, to kind of navigate these waters, thinking, because you automatically think something's wrong. Oh, I don't know if this is right, or if this is wrong, or if I've done something wrong, or have I messed this up. And it takes people being there to say, "No, you didn't mess this up, because I went through this too, and this is how you go through it. This is completely normal." Those are the things to me that really stick out of the conversations that I have had with so many people. And it's what keeps me getting up every single day and wanting to do the most I can for this community, because not only is it an amazing community,
Mm,
but I feel, I've talked to so many people that say they have literally no one, no support. Nobody in their everyday life supports them at all. So to get up every single day, shout it from the rooftops that I'm here to help, I'm here to be a voice or an ear, an advocate, whatever it is you need. Like, I want to be that person for the next person, because I don't want one person to go to bed tonight or wake up in the morning and think, now I got to go through this all by myself today.
that's absolutely amazing. That's the same thing, I'm thinking too at the same time. And for those of you who don't know, Jason represents is one of the owners of Berry Nation. He just said that he joined us after the struggle bus that does come on every Tuesday night, right? At 7, is it
Yeah,
7 p.m. Eastern Standard
it's
Time?
7 p.m. Eastern time. We have 2 episodes a month are on Instagram. The other
Mhm.
2 are in the Berry Nation membership community.
Yeah, and we are actually members of that community, and we
Yeah.
love it. I look forward to hanging out and sitting with you on Saturday mornings, Jason. We appreciate you for that
Thank you, sir.
and what you guys are doing over at Berry Nation. Brian, what's happening, man?
Ryan, how are you, our friend?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I'm just I'm on my commute back to the house,
Yeah.
and I got off my own kind of struggle bus and got on here on my way to my safe place. So how
Hmm.
y'all been doing?
Doing good. Hanging
Been
in
doing
there.
good, man. Hanging in there. It's good to. I was thinking about you this morning, man, and how happy I am for you. I just wanted to reach out to you this morning, but I was on the daggone airplane trying to get in. And text you, man. I think about you all the time, man.
I'll tell you what, man, it's been amazing. It has been totally amazing, and it's as far as my journey, I'm at a 3-year low, and and then on top of it, like I get to be there for Elizabeth because she's getting ready to go through this revision, and I mean it's a blessing. It really is a blessing.
Yeah.
So, but I would just have to echo what you and Jason just said. This community is the biggest non-scale victory there is. Yeah, sure, like all families, we have our problems, but they're
Mm.
not problems we don't work through. And so, yeah, that's got to be the biggest. I mean, I got my own personal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I'm in Washington, right?
Yep. Yep.
But not to go down that road. Just this community is amazing.
Yeah.
It always has been amazing, and sometimes I think we lose track of how amazing this community and the support that it gives us really is.
Yep.
So, a little bit of perspective that I have on this, and Rab, you touched on this lightly. You're like, oh, it's all the same ones that we keep hearing. But it's
Yeah.
all the same ones that we keep hearing, but it's always someone new experiencing it.
Yeah.
And how can I ever get tired of hearing someone saying, I put the seatbelt around me, or I didn't need the seatbelt extender on the plane? You just talked about, getting on the plane and not being scrunched up and not having to use a seatbelt extender. I got to experience that back in August, and it was the greatest thing in the world. And since then, I've watched multiple people talk about that experience, and to see the joy in their face and then see it in their eyes, and like, how can you ever get tired of seeing someone smile ear to ear for that type of joy, or for any other type of NSV? Whether they walk down the street, for the first time in 6 months, or they walked up the stairs and they were able to, without losing their breath. Like, it's victories like that we all get to share together, because at some point, if we've experienced it, now you get to see, like, I see it because I experienced it, and I'm so happy for you. And it's those type of victories and that we get to share, because are there downers and stuff? Are there things that we could be empathetic about? Yes, there are. But when those celebrations happen and you can share those with other people, it is the greatest thing, and it's inspiring to the other people that are like, I can't wait to get to that point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I know, like watching you walk the stairs, I remember when I couldn't walk 10 feet without taking a break. And so that's why it connects with us in such a way, because like I've been there. I know what it's like to constantly, walk into a place and the first thing you do is scope the place to sit down because you can't stand that long. And to see people that continue to walk and do these things and do 5Ks and all that kind of stuff, like, you can't help but be excited for those people. And like you said, like, it doesn't matter how many times you've heard people, it may be the 10th time you've heard about the same NSV, but you're never going to get tired of hearing about it, because like you said, it's like watching a new baby's first steps. Like, are you ever going to be like, oh, I mean, I've seen that before? No, it's amazing every single time, because people are learning things about themselves that they may never have known. It's a new part of their life. And to see, somebody start to experience that for the first time is just awesome. And it always will be.
Yeah.
And I find that it reminds you of where you came from. Because if we forget where we came from, then we'll never get where we're going. And so when I see what I call a newbie, and they're for the first time sitting down in a seat, I remember how that felt. Sitting down in a chair that I was afraid that wouldn't hold me. And it held me fine.
We're getting to cookout season, and we all get that dreaded chair, the plastic chair that we all try to avoid.
I mean, them damn camping chairs weren't made for fat guys. I'm just gonna say it. And I've sat on several that literally gave way because I was too big. And to hear somebody talk about little things like that are huge, and it touches me, because I had this conversation with Shelley Holland today, that most of these creators that we have, they really do give a damn. They really do. There are a few. There's going to be bad apples in every bunch, but I'll just say this. I know all three of these guys, and all three of you guys, y'all give a damn, and I give a damn, and we need to be here for us, for the men. And I'm not excluding the women, but I mean, they got 80% of the market. I'm just saying, they got 80% of the market. We got our 20, and we need to be here for each other, because I mean, who's going to understand a man better than a man? Just saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that which is what brings me back to, again, bariatric retreat, November 7th. We're going for 100 men. If you need some
Bariatric
more
retreat,
information,
100 men.
you need some more you need some more information, It's in the bio. Check it out. We hope to see y'all there. There's a BME code, $25 off ticket price. Hope
Every
to see
little
y'all
bit,
there.
every little bit you can save goes towards what you can do there. So
Yeah, and I can tell you too, an NSV for me for the second annual retreat, Chris and Rissa started the fashion show, and you want to see grown men cry? Watch that damn fashion show every single time. And I never thought in a million years it would be something that I would participate in. I was going to help them do whatever they needed to do to put it on, but I didn't want anything to do with actually, walking. And Chris talked me into it. And when I did, that's the picture that's all like for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, that's
Yeah.
my profile picture is me on the stage in my suit that I rocked that first year. But it's seeing the confidence that these people that you never would have thought, we've been picked last, we've been cast out, we've been looked over, we've been, ignored our whole lives. And to see these people stand up and walk down this runway with such confidence, it was just something like I've never in my life experienced. And this last year they added a bikini competition, like the swimsuit competition, or not
Oh,
competition. That was a part of the fashion show was a swimsuit category, and I bawled watching these women that would never, that there was a time they never would have been, confident enough to stand up in front of a room full of 300 people and walk down the runway in a swimsuit. And they
yeah,
were killing it.
yeah,
and it's feeling being secure with yourself and not feeling that you're going to be judged. In that because we've all been judged. We all turn our head because at one point we weren't comfortable in our own skin, and to be that confident and that comfortable in your skin is empowering, and for anyone to get up on stage and do something like that is amazing. And I mean, for myself, I don't think I could do it, but if I watched other people do that, you inspire people, and it might actually be like, you know what, I would do that. And
Oh, you could do it.
that's the great thing about this community, that there are so many different people that inspire you to do things.
You could do it. I promise you that.
You watch their NSVs, and it inspires you to say, "Hey, I can do this too."
Yeah, I
Tony
promise
could wear a bikini and walk out there. That'd be awesome.
yeah, yeah. He
you.
sure could.
Yes.
He sure
Hell,
could
I'll do
wear
it
his.
with you. I'll do it with you. I ain't scared.
There you go. No, it's the infectious energy that you get from being around the people that yeah, trust me, you'll want to run through a wall for all these people. So the fashion show will be like the least of your worries. You'll be like, yeah, I'll walk. It don't matter to me. Like you'll put it together because I will never miss another retreat, whether I'm speaking at it, working on it, doing whatever it is. I'm gonna go wherever it is because there's no feeling like being around that many people who just understand.
Yeah,
It's infectious.
yeah. I'm looking forward to going. I can't wait. I tell you what, I got here. I was so pressed and fired up to get to this resort and walk around here confidently with a tank top on. You know, got my little tan going on. I'm out here feeling myself. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. And I look back at the older pictures of me before I got the surgery when I went to these resorts, man. And I didn't really pay too much attention of what I was already used to. I was used to wearing my shirt in the pool. I was used to keeping my shoes on. I didn't want to, walk around because I have, my, fat where it was at and it made me feel uncomfortable. I still have my skin hanging, it's not super bad for me. I don't really care. All I really care mostly about is my health, but I do care about the way I present and the way I look and how people perceive me and how they accept me, and those things take toll. And now I'm just like stepping on this stage out here for myself, because no one is paying me no damn attention at all. It's just crazy what the mind does, man. But I'm taking them NSVs and I'm putting them in my back pocket.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that's like this morning. I woke up and I looked at Elizabeth and I looked at her. I said, "I look amazing today." And she just looked at me and she said, "You do look good." I said, "Oh, don't worry." I said, "Body dysmorphia will hit me tomorrow, but I look amazing today."
Today, I'm holding on to that. Yeah, hell yeah.
We got to take them when they come because you know they don't last long.
Thank you, Christina. I will enjoy my vacation. I appreciate your support. Amber, how are you? Welcome. The bariatric CrossFitter, we appreciate your support. It's good to have you here, Elizabeth, not Liz or Beth.
Oh,
Justice Mufasa, you coming up on a live? Justice
we haven't
Mufasa,
seen you in a minute.
come on up here and hang out with us and tell us an NSV you got, bruh.
Yeah, we're 4 months into the year. We want to hear where you're at.
Love to hear from you. Tatiana, welcome to the live. You all don't hesitate. Keep tapping Tony's white hat. Turn that thing into a red heart. We can use all the likes and share on this live as much as possible. We love hanging out with you all on our Taco Tuesdays. Don't hesitate to join our sister chat BSG Bestie on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific every Sunday night. And don't let me also forget that Jason, the struggle bus, at 7 o'clock p.m. on Taco Tuesday. So hang out with him for an hour and then come chill and let it ride out until Wednesday with us and get the hump day over with when you wake up in the morning. Thanks for coming out. God bless and good night. Hey, don't hesitate also to follow the link in the bio. 100 Men Bariatric Retreat, November 7th. Is Justice coming up or what? What's he doing?
What's that?
Is Justice gonna come up here and hang out with us?
Come on, Justice. Come out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Justice come up. I'm gonna dip off because my phone is draining the battery. It's about to die on me.
Hey, Jason, thanks for showing your face, man.
Always, man. I appreciate you guys for giving me the platform. Brian, it was good to see you, brother. Have a safe travel back home. Yeah, no, I just appreciate you guys for always giving me the shine, even if it's for a minute.
Back at you, man. Seriously.
Appreciate you. I'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Good night.
So what's up, Tony?
Oh,
there he is. Right.
Boy, right
we
there.
can't hear you, man.
I said I'm gonna dip off too because I-5 is a parking lot. So I love you guys, but I gotta get home to Elizabeth safe or she'll kill me. So I'll talk to you guys later. I might even be on later.
Thank you for jumping.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
Peace. Elizabeth, he's heading home to you.
Welcome, Aaron. Thanks for joining us. We're talking NSVs. Does anybody have any NSVs they'd like to share in the comments? Please don't hesitate.
I want to see what everyone's NSVs are. My NSV is I'm sucking down like almost 50 ounces of water, and we're only a half hour into this thing.
You got almost 50, and that is a good NSV. I'm working on it too.
A bottle, man. Oh, hold on, I got see.
So, do you have any like goals, anything that you want to accomplish that you haven't accomplished yet that you're working on here lately, or what?
My mental health.
Yeah.
I've been telling you that it's been a struggle lately. I think I hit that wall. And it's that slow build up. And I have my appointment on Friday, 9 a.m. So, and again, I'm going to chalk that up as an NSV for myself because I'm making my mental health a priority. So, I mean, that's taking the first step is making that appointment and then actually showing up. And I'm actually really excited that I'm going to be able to like open up to someone and get a perspective on how I can work on, bettering my mental health. Because I feel like there's certain points where I just, we all go through it. And we can't explain why we feel that way. We just do. So, it's a good thing. and
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm doing it because it's long overdue, and it's something I should have done years ago when I had the chance, and I just didn't advocate for myself, and I kind of just pushed it off to the side, and you know, put myself in that position that I ate away my feelings.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you were able to schedule that and got that going on. I'm yet to do that, and that'll be like one of my goals in NSVs. Whenever I accomplish that, is making a daggone appointment and showing up with a therapist, because I'd like to see if I can't put them to work. See if they can help me out with some things. Maybe we
Regs
shall
is
see.
down in the comments.
What?
Regs is down in the comments. Regs, I don't know if you can jump up here. I know you got a lot of stuff you're doing in the background for us, but if you want to jump up, man, and share some stuff, be our guest, man.
Triplet Dad is in here with a different name. What we got? T Daddy GLP, one now DS weight loss surgery. Oh, you rapping. Look at that. Got skills. Got lyrics.
Did you notice that we have another men's live? Because I watched it on my way down to New Jersey, and it's actually for GLP-1, and it's got AJ, it has Pugs, and it has Jamie on there, and
nice.
There's another gentleman I can't think of his name right now, but I know he's from Massachusetts. I know that.
Yeah.
But I think Men of the Pen. So again, more support for the men in the weight loss community, and I don't think you could really say anything better than just the support coming out.
Are you in it too, Fit Dad? Are you a member of the Men of the Pen, or why don't you come up here, man? Come on alive. Can you come up?
If you want, share that. I want to hear more about that. Let's celebrate the fact that we have another men's live in this community.
Yeah, heck yeah. And you're absolutely right, Mustafa, man. Can't never have. I don't know why I call you Mustafa, man. Justice. We can't have enough men support,
Awesome.
man.
All you have to do is think Lion King, man. It's like one of the
Right.
greatest movies ever.
Oh, enjoy your shower, man. Take care of yourself. I hope you're doing all right, bro.
See?
What about you, Triplet? Jamie? Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, establishing those goals and accomplishing things are great NSBs, but like I said, the amount of support that we get in this community is the greatest NSB that I can ask for at this point. Other than my health, my health is doing very well. I've turned the page, and I feel pretty accomplished thus far. So I'm good to go. I'm happy with that. So.
I think
That's
we're going
where
to
I'll be.
pop up with us right
Who
now.
you got? Who you got? Jamie?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Jamie, what's happening, man?
How are you?
Nothing much. Speaking of men on the surgery and the weight and the GLPs, I had a conversation where with a reporter from the New York Times yesterday, speaking specifically on men GLP-1 men bariatric surgery.
That's
Really?
awesome.
So hopefully I'll be quoted, and some stuff about me in this article, and it's like it'll be New York Times like style, like it's pretty big, like it should be a part of a decent article, and that's well respected. So it was a good chat we had yesterday. She's just gonna call me back and fact check some stuff and go from there. So
That's exciting. That's awesome, brother.
NSB.
Yeah. She reached out to me, and I was like, she said that she's doing a story with somebody else, about men, and she had just, and I was like, of course I'm interested in chatting with you, and I it's when I mentioned you guys, I mentioned a bunch of different stuff about that, and it's unique for me because I I lost so much weight on the GLPs, and I had the surgery, and now I'm still on the GLPs. So, I bridged the gap between everything. And I definitely, my knowledge and my just, my journey just, is so interesting now because I spent so much time on the meds that, now having, the most aggressive weight loss surgery you can have, um, and it's definitely created a different level of people like questioning me as well, which is interesting, you know. Um,
You're gonna get that level of just like people questioning you, but again, you stick to your guns, man. You did this for you. You did it, and this is your journey alone. You did it to survive.
sure, and it's definitely I I know it was the right decision, and I mean just because I did exactly what I wanted to do. Is I had I had really rapid weight loss when I started when I started strict keto. I stopped eating sugar and carbohydrates, and I started the meds, and it was basically having surgery it was just like I had started again at 700 pounds, except now I started at 480. So it's like, you know, not, 3 months post-op, and I lost weight like I would have if I never, if I had never had, if I had never lost weight, leading up to it, which that was the biggest question. Is like, will I lose as fast, as somebody having the surgery, that hadn't, spent the last, the prior 18 months, you know, losing weight.
Hey,
And,
Jamie, let
yeah,
me ask you something, Jamie. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Why do you make content? Why do you do what you do?
um, to basically share that that I figured out how to do it. Like I was 715 pounds, and there's so many different ways to lose weight and be successful. And I like to share the fact to show people that at 715 pounds I'm doing it. So if I can do it at 750 pounds, you can do it at 700 pounds or 650 or 500 or 400 or 300 or 200 or 250 or whatever your thing is.
So you just shared, and I know I saw a video. You shared an NSV with everyone. I think you had done a post about it. Can you share what like your latest NSV is?
The fact that I'm under 400 pounds.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I'm now 397.4 pounds today.
Congratulations.
That
Man. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
awesome, man.
And what's even cooler, and I'll probably post about it tomorrow. Is I was wearing size 7X. Sorry, I was wearing size 8X, and stretched out, like maxed out, like I could buy 8X that didn't fit. So you're in big trouble when you're buying 8X and every 8X doesn't fit you. So that's thank you, Joseph. So that's where you're like you're there, and like, and basically there's only a couple sizes bigger. A king size you can get 9 and 10X, but that's it. So when my wife went to the store because I have to go to a funeral on Thursday, and I obviously have nothing to wear. So she went. I had a sick child, so she went to get me clothes. And I said, get me a 5X, get me a 4X in the pants and the shirt. And she showed. Hold on a second. I gotta move my camera for a second. Hold on a second. Go ahead. My wife just came from the other room, and so she goes to the store, and I'm like, get me a 5X and a 4X, and she brings the clothes home, and I try on these 4X pants, just black cotton pants. They have a zipper and what's it called, elastic waist, but zipper and a button, and so I didn't go to the 5s. I went right to the 4s, and they fit, and then
Nice.
I go and put on this 4X. Now 4X polo shirt, I already knew that it was going to fit because I'm wearing 4X. I got couple 4X t-shirts, but to put on a button down 4X shirt where it no longer hung up on like the shelf on my butt, you know. So now this 4X shirt, basically I feel like I'm like 3 months away from, a couple months away from that shirt being, way too big. And it's like really felt really, really good. And it's like, and not having to put on a shirt and not having to stretch it out to put it on. And it, that was big because, you get to the point where, I went when I was in the fives for quite a long time.
Mm.
And COVID and where I had some more, and I had started having some physical issues and some health problems. I went from like 550 till I got to the 700. And you kind of just adapt your life, to being that big, and you don't realize, how difficult just certain things are. And then on my way down, now I'm like, man, it's like certain things get so much easier. And then I still, when I was on the medication, I was like, there's always a thought, you know what, I'm gonna stop losing weight, or I could regain the weight. And I think that's probably why I got the surgery that I did, because it's like I wanted another tool to say, you know what, like between my experience with GLP-1s and the most aggressive weight loss surgery you can have, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm ever gonna be I'm never gonna be anything bigger than the size that I want to be, wherever I end up at. And, I keep kind of reevaluating, where I'm going to be at, it's like, I don't want to limit myself and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be, I think I'm only going to be able to get to 240. Maybe that's the case. And if I do, I'll have skin removal and I'll be in the probably 215 range. But you know what? I'm not going to limit the fact that limit myself to say, that I could get to say, 220 and end up being 195 pounds, which is a 20, I know we don't like to talk about the BMI and stuff, but like my excess weight is based on the amount of weight above 195, and like I haven't been 200 pounds since probably I was in 6th grade. So like we're talking about like, like a lifetime ago. I was 300. I was probably about 290 when I graduated high school. So, and I was 330 when I graduated culinary school. The last time I couldn't remember the last time I was this weight, because I never was this weight. I was on my way past this weight,
You were climbing.
Yeah.
But look how far you've come, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this shirt right here, I wore this shirt last summer when I went to Florida. Look how baggy this thing is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And now it's like I don't want to wear anything too big, because it's like I just look bigger, and it's like, it's like that's the whole thing, is like when I start to determine, do I want to have skin removal or not? And I'm like, yeah, I want to have skin removal, because whatever size I am, I want to be that size. I don't want to be that size plus whatever all that loose skin and stuff, is around, because like I can already tell, like my thighs and my stomach are just insane with, I mean, think about it. Look how much, how much skin, how much, to expand my whole being, to the size. What's that? You can plug her in right there against the wall. Sorry. Yeah. My girl has it. My daughter has bacterial pneumonia.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she has to do a nebulizer right now, and she doesn't seem too thrilled about it, actually. Yeah, we just woke her up to do that. So it's really, people like, I hear different people talking, and some people don't like to talk about their weight number and stuff, and and about, you're about being uncomfortable and stuff. But for me, I'm so motivated by the number, that I know that there's times where I don't lose the weight and I still am, shrinking, and the weight is changing. But for me, at the end of the day, I get back. I got back there. So if I get, I'm sorry.
Do we have
I
anyone?
forgot this.
We got about 10 minutes left. I just want to see. I know we have a lot of people coming
Right.
in and out of this room. Do we have anyone else down in those comments that have any NSVs they want to share in the comments?
That and or another male that wants to come and share before we call it a night. While we're doing that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for these 22,000 likes. Are you kidding me? NSV, I'm taking it.
So I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so happy that I found you guys like right at the beginning of my right before, I think right before I had surgery, and it's I feel like it from having so much, being able to really talk to people about the GLP-1s, because I've been on it so long. So it's nice to have just another set of resources for myself, because the whole weight loss surgery thing is so new. It's a learning process every single day, and it can be overwhelming, but I embrace it every day.
And the great thing is that like you talk about like you found us right when you were starting, and for us to be able to watch you during your journey and see how far you progressed and how successful you've been, and look at you created your own platform. And now you're doing the same thing. You're helping people in the community, not just in a bariatric sense, but also in the GLP-1 sense. So you're double duty here.
Yeah,
So
I think it's important, because I think some people, there's going to be people that should have weight loss surgery because the medicines are either unavailable to them or they're not working for them. I gotta go.
Yeah.
all right,
Peace.
Jamie, thank you for coming up. So
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night, Jamie. Man, what a story with Jamie, man.
I mean, there's a whole lot of story there, because he's had such he's had two different journeys,
Yeah.
basically three journeys, because he's gone back and forth to GLP-1 in between bariatric surgery. So I mean, how can you and look at how much weight he's lost. That's amazing.
A father to triplet girls, and he chose life. Period. He chose life, man.
And I'm sure that those three girls appreciate appreciate that that decision to change his life so much, because he'll be able to see them get older. I mean, that was one of my things, was being able to see my kids grow up, and for me to think about not my kids not having me around is it breaks your heart. Like when you're at your lowest point and you think about, the people that you could potentially let down, like not having that father figure or not being there for your wife, later in life, and to think, about not being there. What couldn't motivate you more than just to be, your overall health means a lot to you. And I think that we lose sight of that because we're so busy taking care of everyone else, that when you decide to take care of yourself, now you're going to give yourself that chance to be there for the people that you love and the people that care about you.
And just like Jamie said, no doubt they would have buried me before they graduated high school.
So,
Super happy for you, man.
So we're running right. We got about 6 minutes left, so that's that's a good conversation. It's nice to talk about good things. It's NSVs. We talk about them here and there. You see them in all the lives, but again, like I said, man, I can never get tired of hearing everyone's NSVs, because to see the joy in people's faces and to see them experiencing the same things that I've experienced, or to experience things that I haven't even got to yet, because now I have something to look forward to. And how can you not look forward to hitting that goal eventually, of and even exploring a goal that you probably would never even think was possible?
Right.
I think about now, so one of the things that I really want to do is I want to go ziplining. I didn't think that was possible, and I'm right on the line. And I'm like, you know what? I want a zip line. That would be the coolest thing ever.
Well, you go ahead and you go zip line. I don't care how much weight I'm losing. I am not getting on nobody's zip line, man. Not happening.
Who thinks that I can convince this guy to do this with me?
Scared to death. Yeah. And
I'm
in
not
the
going I'm gonna experience life. That's the whole point of it. Experience life. Now I won't jump out of a perfectly good plane, but zip line,
well,
yeah, that would be really cool.
I think I might want to jump out of a plane though, but I don't want to do a zip line. I don't know. The mind
Secure
is
it
playing things.
in. You're jumping
Huh?
out of a plane where a parachute won't open. There's
I
risk
don't
in it.
know.
There's a risk in both of them.
Well,
But
there's a risk in everything. Flying over here to Jamaica was a damn risk as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, you all don't forget, thank you so much for the 23,000 likes. We really appreciate all your support. We want to talk about NSVs tonight. It's always good to, like reverse, resurface on some NSVs and, bring the good out of all the struggle that we go through with deciding to get surgery, having the surgery, the mental health issues that we deal with, the eating, getting the fluids down, stepping up steps, taking walks, getting down on the ground, loving yourself, loving yourself. And that's what's most important. Is just show up for yourself, love yourself, don't compare yourself, make these NSVs as much as you possibly can. Like tuning in every Tuesday night with Tony and myself at 7 p.m. with the Bari Male Experience, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday, hook up with our VSG bestie, our sister chat, Talk Buried to Me. Times are right there on Sundays. I forgot they were right there. And hang out with us on YouTube. The link is in the bio, along with the $25 code BME with the Bariatric Society that's we're going for 100 men at this retreat, November 7th through the 10th at Paradise Point Resorts in San Diego. Hope to see you all there. And Tony and I also hope to see you northeastern, or if you're willing to fly up here and take a walk to climb for a cause at Fenway Park to reduce and help prevent homelessness
in
in
Boston.
Boston.
So, again, link is in the bio if you want more info. Again, my hometown of Boston.
Boston. And
Boston.
that ball pizza was off the chain. I had cauliflower crust was hitting.
Yes. But yeah, bar pizza, can't go wrong. Sorry, New York.
You all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Maria, BSG Bestie, and our boy Regs. Welcome back, my brother. We love y'all. Peace
Love.
and soul. All right, bro.
Later, brother.
See y'all tomorrow night on the waiting table.
Yes, don't forget, waiting table. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yes.